Hey guys, hey! This is Vanita of This Evil Bunny, and I have a really special video planned. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time because I like the idea of doing a complete house um, review. And today we're going to be doing Juicy Couture scents, and Viva La Juicy scents. So, just full disclosure, I don't have every single Juicy Couture scent, okay? I have around 20, and then the other couple of ones, I think there's another 5 or 6. But what you'll find is what I found is that there's a lot of similarity with the scents. There's a very strong DNA, especially in the Viva La Juicy scents. So if you've ever wondered about Viva La Juicy or Juicy Couture, but you didn't want to bite the bullet and buy any of the scents, this video is for you. For me personally, that's exactly where I was at. I wanted to learn about Juicy Couture and I couldn't smell it anywhere. You know what I mean? So I had to go, I think I went on Mercari and eBay and got like a huge lot of samples. And so that's what we're going to be reviewing today. Now, this is not an initial review. I've actually had all these samples, I would say, for about 8-9 months. So I'm going to go over my initial thoughts about them and my thoughts about them today, and everything should be timestamped below. If this sounds interesting for you, I would love you to watch the complete thing, like it, share your comments and thoughts, and share to someone else that might want to know about the overall house of Juicy Couture. I won't be doing any history or anything like that, and to be kind of aware of time, I'm gonna have a joint picture that I have of the sample itself, that I have the card, and then next to it the scent notes so that you can follow along, because I will not be reading out scent notes because there's just too many scents here. I do think it's still going to take a little bit of time. I do think we're going to be here for a little bit, so snuggle in, get cozy, and let's get started. And yeah, everything should be time-stamped below. It should be. If it's not, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to start here. I have all my pictures lined up, so I'm just going to do it this way. I have all my samples lined up, and then I also have my initial reviews. I'm definitely going to have to edit this down because already. Okay, so the first thing we have here is Couture La La. In my initial review of Couture La La, is similar to my review. Yeah, initially, like it's a really nice shampoo-y scent, and the apple note really comes through. I don't find it to be particularly special in any sort of way. It just kind of has a little bit of a vintage 90s shampoo, but like a late 90s shampoo, like closer to like a Herbal Essences or something like that. So, one man's, yuck is another man's yum or whatever. Not that this is yuck at all. Like, none of them are yuck. Just so you know, if you just want to like end the video now, none of these are yuck. None of these are bad scents. I think they're all completely wearable. It's just some I feel are worth buying a full size or travel size, and some maybe not so much. Okay. So, yeah. And another thing that I want to note about the Juicy Couture scents versus Viva La Juicy specifically is that the Juicy Couture scents tend to last a little bit less time than the Viva La Juicy. We'll get to Viva La Juicy at the end and just how beast mode it is in terms of longevity, not necessarily projection, but longevity. But with the Couture La La and with the other Juicy Couture scents, like the non-Viva La Juicy ones, yeah, you're gonna smell it probably depending on how much you spray, at least 3 hours. I do think it's stronger than a body spray. Once again, not in terms of projection, but in terms of longevity. These are neither skin scents nor are they beast mode. They're like comfortable scents. Like they're scents where like if someone's within 3 feet of you, they should smell it. If they're within 6 feet of you, maybe within the first couple of hours, can they smell you before they see you? No, that's not what this is. But they're definitely not skin scents at all. So that's it for Couture La La. And I have these Whiff of Whimsy, which is a different shop on Etsy, and they gave me all these testers. So I'm going back into those. All right, so now let's talk about Couture La La Malibu. Oops. Okay. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my initial review about this one was that it gave me a sort of bright, a little bit synthetic citrus smell, but it's very bright and uplifting. And I have a thing for bright, uplifting fragrances. Like I'm kind of addicted to them. So I actually think finding this in a travel size would be worth it. Yeah. And another thing is like it actually, and I have never been to Malibu. I've been to uh other places in Florida, but I've never been to Malibu. But it smells like what I would imagine Florida to be like. Like there's a greenness and there's a sweetness that come together really nicely. It's not super unique, but it definitely doesn't smell generic. I can say that for sure. Like I think that if you wore this out, someone might be like, "Oh, what are you smelling?" They might think you're wearing a high-end lotion, maybe. Yeah, I feel like they would think you're wearing like a high-end lotion or something to that effect. Um, and I do like it, and I do think I would get it in a travel size. All right, next we have, and I'm going through how I ordered it in what you call it, alphabetical order. This is not the actual order that it came out or anything like that. Okay, so this is the, oh yeah, it's that line. Yeah, the play line, if you're familiar with it. There are about 4 or 5 scents in the play line. I don't love any of the scents in the play line. I'm just gonna say that up front. Nothing wrong with them. They're not bad. It's just they just kind of just don't resonate with me. Maybe that's the way I want to say it. Um, so let me move this. Okay. So for We Play Decadent Queen. Yeah, this is a 0.5 ounce. See, now I'm smelling it and it actually smells good. Wait. I think sometimes I'm into cherry scents and then other times I'm not into cherry scents. The cherry and the plum is really meshing nicely right now. So I initially said that it's nice, but it's not too special. But no, 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 no. This is a good scent. I might actually spend the block on this, especially because it's only a 1/2 ounce. And that's like the biggest size it comes in, I believe. So what I'm primarily getting is this cherry mixing with this plum, and it's pretty delicious. It's kind of mouth-watering. It smells like a delicious summer drink. Longevity, what I remember from this is pretty much kind of like the same. Like without prompting, you can probably smell it for 3 hours, and then if people got a little closer to you, you can smell it up to 5 hours, possibly 6, depending on how much you spray. Okay, so that just changed everything. Wow, I like Decadent Queen. What happened there? That's why I always say you need to try scents out, like not just do a wear test, but like over time, because sometimes during, especially if you're female, like your hormones will play different throughout the month, and something that you may not love and just like at a different time of the month, you may love it, or you may train your nose and now you're picking up something that you didn't pick up before. So now I really like Decadent Queen. This is worth a full size, especially because it's only a 1/2 ounce. So yeah, full size worthy. And now we're into our Viva La Juicy scents, and once again, we're not doing it in terms of when it came out. It's just my alphabetical order, so I can stay together. All right. So this is Viva La Juicy Glace. Oh yeah, I love this one. Oh. Okay, let me get to the right page. Okay. So this one definitely has a Viva La Juicy DNA, and what you'll find is that all of them have a somewhat similar DNA. Um, but there's an extra note in this that I just find it very scrumptious. And I find that most of the Viva La Juicy smell like really good fruity florals. But this one is almost gourmand. And I don't know what's making it gourmand. It might be the pear. It might be the pear. I think the pear with the black currant is just, whew, it's just hitting. Oh my gosh. This is definitely full size worthy. Oh my gosh, this is scrumptious. Yo, people are sleeping on Viva La Juicy, and I'm kind of glad because they go in and out in terms of like availability, but they're still very available scents. And so far I've only bought, well, I bought two. No, I'm so sorry. I have another one for you that I bought as a full size from Burlington. I'm gonna do that one at the end. But so far I've only bought maybe three full size of Viva La Juicy's, and I'll let you know which ones they are when we get to them. But I see these pop up at Burlington all the time. I see them on eBay. I see them on Mercari. There's some on the site, but yeah, Glace is not one to sleep on. This is scrumptious. Full size worthy for sure. Not a game out here. That is absolutely delicious. So my thoughts have not changed over time. I still think it's scrumdiddlyumptious. Okay? All right. Oops. All right. So now we're going to go to Gold Couture. Okay. So Gold Couture, I don't remember wanting a full size of it. And I'm looking at my notes right now, and I think I still agree. It reminds me of, and if you guys are 90s kids or whatever, maybe early 2000s kids, you might remember that we had, I think it was called Pop Top Golden Champagne. And this smells literally like that. And I actually love the Pop Top Golden Champagne. I think that was my favorite one. And I think they were 50 cents too. And it's good, but it's just like I don't feel like I need it. But as I'm smelling it right now, I probably could do with the travel size. I don't think I need a full size of this. I think a travel size would be nice because it actually is nice. And it actually smells a little high end too. It is not gourmand. It does not come off gourmand. So all these notes you see that are gourmand, I'm not getting that. It's giving me fruity floral with a little bit of an expensive edge. Not too expensive though. It does not smell niche, but just a little bit higher end. Yeah, it's actually kind of hitting right now. What is going on? You know, sometimes I smell things and I'll smell it I'll be testing samples all day and I'm like, oh, this all sucks, right? And then other days I'm like, wait a minute. And unfortunately, this is one of those wait a minute days. And I say wait a minute, unfortunately, because then it's going to make me want to buy it. Okay, so this actually does smell really good. And another thing I remember about wearing this is that this one lasted just about as long as the original Juicy Couture. Like I could smell it throughout the day. Like it was 8, 9, 10 hours later and I could smell it. Was it projecting crazy? No, but it was 100% still there. This one's kind of smelling nice right now. Oh, how unfortunate for me that I'm going to have more things that I need to buy. That is actually really, really nice. So Gold Couture is actually very nice. It's not my favorite Viva La Juicy, but it's definitely worth the travel size for sure. Okay, next, we're going to go back to the Juicy Coutures and not the Viva La Juicy line, and we're going to do I Am Juicy Couture. I'm realizing I don't have enough testers here, so we're probably going to have to break, but it's not going to sound like a break to you. I Am Juicy Couture. Okay. Right now, I'm smelling it. I'm like, this is not something I need to full size, and I'm interested in what I thought about it 8, 9 months ago. Okay, yeah, okay. So the opening is not very unique to me. And that's where things kind of switched up. And something I noticed about the Juicy Couture scents and not the Viva Juicy is that the openings tend not to be very special, but then the heart notes and the dry down tend to be just So this one, yeah, so this is a little shampooey, but there's something high end about it, and I'm thinking it could be the rose mixed with the heliotrope. It's doing it. And I also remember this being very strong on me. This is actually like, this one in particular projects like crazy. So if you're looking for a Juicy Couture scent that projects like none other, look at I Am Juicy Couture. It does smell. It does not smell anything like Viva La Juicy. It actually doesn't, and it also doesn't smell like the original Juicy Couture. It smells pretty gourmand, and I think actually it could possibly be a bit cloying, if you're extra sensitive to that. But I think it's very yummy. I probably would only get a rollerball for it because it's so strong. But this is very strong. This is very strong, very long lasting, and it really projects. Like this is something that, I mean, it's not the most, beast mode I've ever smelled. It's not like Shagaf Oud or something. But if you walked into a room and you kind of like oversprayed this, I think everyone would smell you. Yeah, I think this heliotrope, and maybe it's the mix of honey, raspberry, and heliotrope. So sometimes I try to figure out like what notes are doing it, but something about that combination is very, very nice. All right. Like I said, most of these, none of these are scrubbers. None of these are even bad. It's just some are, I think, worth full sizing, and others maybe not so much. But, as you can see, things can kind of change. So now we're going to look at I love Juicy Couture. I love Juicy Couture. And I do think I love Juicy Couture, like, oh yeah, I didn't like this one. I didn't like this one. This is the only one. It's not a scrubber, but I just didn't like this one. I think it's because it gave me a strong licorice note. Hold on, let me look at this for a second. Okay, so the honeysuckle and the patchouli is not doing it here. Now, for someone who does like the smell of licorice, you may like this. So I don't know if you guys know Elizabeth James and James Nirvana Black. I had some travel sizes of that. And it's nice, but I'm just not a black licorice fan. I'm just not. And that's what that smells like to me. There definitely is a sweetness, and I'm smelling some berries as we go along. Let me look at this. Maybe that's the red currant. It's not saving it enough for me to want to full size it though. I could definitely use up the sample, but I don't have an interest in full sizing it. Well, we are 17 minutes in, and I'm trying to talk as fast as possible. Sheesh. All right, let's go to Juicy Couture. The OG. Juicy Couture. I bought this one separate too. This wasn't even in the lot that I bought from Mercari. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this one. Baby. Okay, so I don't even have notes about this one, but... And it's crazy because this came out in 06, and it just smells very... Like, it smells earlier. Like, it smells kind of dated. It smells like it's from, like, 98, 99, maybe 2000. Kind of smells like really old school Paris Hilton scents, which there are some Paris Hilton scents I actually do like, but... Okay, this is very shampoo-y. You know how I said Couture La La was shampoo-y? This is very shampoo-y. It just smells a little dated. It smells a little like, yeah, like a drugstore perfume from the early 90s. I'm not the biggest fan of it. If you are and you like that vintage vibe, then you may very well enjoy this. I like to be mindful that different people have different taste. But for me, it's just a little bit too strong and vintagey. And I have a bunch of minis from that time period, mostly for display. But, if I ever have a hankering to smell like that, I can pull out one of my minis. I don't think I need to full size this one. All right, let's go to Viva La Juicy La Fleur. Okay. Yeah, this is where the break is coming up soon because I'm running out of... Okay. I originally liked this one. Let me go back because I think my feelings have changed, but don't hold your breath because they switch up on you. They really do. Okay, La Fleur. So I originally rated this as something that I thought was okay, and then I changed it to something I love. So scent wise, this kind of smells like Dolce Garden, or maybe it's Dolce EDP. I forget. So it's like a sweet white floral. Yeah, it's definitely a sweet white floral. I don't. I dropped my little book here. I don't think that it's particularly special, and I think from what I remember, because I've tried Dolce EDP, I prefer Dolce EDP to this. There's also a little bit of a scent of J'adore, perhaps a less complex J'adore. So for whatever reason, you want to know how Chador smells, or perhaps Dolce, you could try Viva La Juicy La Fleur. Another thing I know about Viva La Juicy La Fleur is I see it all the time in Burlington, and I see it for like 5 ounces for like 20 bucks. It's so accessible and so affordable. So, I mean, for that reason, if you feel like buying it, I say, hey, go for it. But yeah, it's fine. But I think I like those other scents a little bit more than this. I feel like they're a little bit more complex and expensive smelling. But this is a fine fruity floral. Okay, Viva La Juicy Noir. Okay, I think I remember loving this actually. Hold on. Oh crap! I just keep dropping it. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm trying to go back into my notes. Okay. So, see, I'm not feeling the same. Let me spray it on my skin, actually. Okay. Oh, getting hit with the strong alcohol. So, on Fragrantica, this fragrance has the exact same notes as the original Viva La Juicy, just without the praline, and it's a bit sharper, but in a more sophisticated way. Like it's like Viva La Juicy, the original, but with less noise. And for whatever reason, I'm getting a black licorice vibe, and I didn't get one before. That is so strange, right? This one to the side, because for whatever reason, I remember I loved it, and just right now, I'm not feeling it. Maybe I've smelled too many things. And so because I maybe I smell too many things, I'm gonna take a short break and then come back. Okay. Hey girls, hey. Okay, so I'm back, and I took a 5 minute, went to the bathroom, washed my hands, smelled some coffee, drank some coffee. I know like you need like actual coffee beans to like completely reset. But we do what we can over here. Okay, so we were looking at Viva La Juicy Noir, something that prior to this I really enjoyed, and now all of a sudden I don't enjoy it as much. And let's go back. Okay, I am liking it a little bit more. I'm just so shocked that I don't love it like how I used to love it, you know? Hmm. So like I said, it's Viva La Juicy, but slightly sharper, and because of that sharpness, it's better for nighttime. So it's Viva La Juicy for night, for going out. I think in general, if you like the Viva La Juicy DNA, you will like this one. Whatever's going on with my nose, or I don't know, because there's been something here that I liked and I don't like, and something here that I didn't like that I do now like. So I don't know. But it has a little bit of a sharpness. That's all I have to say about that for the time being. Excuse me. Okay. Now we're back to, oh no, we're into the Wii's, which we haven't done. And this is the Juicy Couture Glow. I think this is the one that I was crazy about. Let me see. Yeah, this is the one I was crazy about. Okay. So this is a it's not a big departure from the original We, which we'll get to pretty soon. But what makes this one stand out is that Brazilian orange note. Oh my gosh. It is so amazing and so juicy. Like, it makes me want a Brazilian orange now. Like, if I have to go and find where I can get Brazilian oranges, I will 100% do that because it's gorgeous. So uplifting. And it lasts all day. This is definitely another one that's very strong. And even though it's kind of like a citrus scent, it's a citrus scent that stays all day. Yeah, this one is, I still love this one. So my nose is not broken. That Brazilian orange note is out of control. 10 out of 10. Okay, let's take a Oui Splash. um, Okay, so my original notes about this was that it was slightly sharp, aquatic, and it smelled a bit more unisex, which it does. I wouldn't be mad at a man wearing this. So I don't dislike it, but it's a bit more unisex than I would like from this brand. For this brand, I'm not looking for unisex vibes. For this brand, I'm looking for sweet vibes. So and I know that Juicy Couture has one or two male scents, but if for that reason you may know of a man or a mask that is interested in Juicy Couture but doesn't want to smell super fruity, check out Oui Splash, because it's a nice aquatic. It's not sweet, but it's not very sharp. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of in the middle. And it does smell very aquatic. Kind of reminds me of, oh my gosh, what is that? From the 90s? Cool. I'm going to put it up on the screen. But you guys know that super famous one. This one kind of reminds me of that one, if not very much. Like, it kind of smells like it, for sure. And I really liked that scent at the time. Like, I used to smell it when I was a kid. And I was obsessed with it. Okay, let's go to the next one. So now we're going to check out Oui. Ooh, fell on my nose. I don't think that my thoughts have changed on this one. Yeah. So, like I said, oh, yeah, I thought someone was scratching. Anyway, if a scent is just a Juicy Couture scent and it's not a Viva La Juicy scent, they're completely two different DNA. So I just want to make that sure. It's 100% its own thing. So before I smelled Oui Glow, I was considering getting a mini of this because it's citrus sweet. And I actually said that it feels like wearing a wig of a different person, because it's kind of like nothing in my fragrance wardrobe. And I'm trying to see what scent, what part of this smells so different than what I'm used to. I think it's the combination of the musk with the jasmine and then the fruits. I think that might be a unique pairing that I just don't have in my collection. So that's one reason I kind of like it, because it smells so different than me. It smells like, and this is going to 100% taint your view of it, because it doesn't smell like this, but it reminds me of this. Like, kind of like a Victorian era well-to-do woman. But it doesn't smell super vintage. Like, it doesn't smell like it's from the 19th century or the 18th century. Like, it doesn't, it just somehow that it puts that in my mind, and that feels so foreign to me. If anyone has ever felt that way and has smelt this, please let me know, because I do think it's strange, but it just puts that in my mind. Who knows why? Who knows why? All right. Okay. I was about to say this is Pink Couture, and it's not. This is not Pink Couture. This is Rose. Ah. I'm always... See? Oh my god. I just keep dropping everything. Rose. Rose. This is Viva La Juicy Rose. So this is definitely a jammy rose. Like, this is definitely a rose that if you're not a rose person, you can definitely get with. Nice fruity rose. Yeah, it meshes really well with that Italian mandarin orange. Now that I've been seeing it, like orange, and especially like Italian orange or mandarin, whatever, I just vibe so well with that scent note. I said that I wanted a travel size of this. I'm kind of battling between 4 different rose scents because I'm not a rose girly, right? But I do want a little bit of rose in my overall fragrance catalog, even if it's just a travel size, right? And I'm going between 4 different roses, and this is definitely in the running because there's nothing wrong with this. It is not too rosy. It is not too like, and it smells different. It's somewhat unique. I just haven't made my complete final thoughts about it. If I want to get it, because I don't want to get too many rose perfumes, because I'm not going to be going around wearing rose perfumes every day. But sometimes I'm going to want to wear rose scent. And this one's definitely, I would say if you're looking for that, check it out for sure. Um, Definitely. I just want to go back up to Pink Couture because I had that before my rosé, and I'm so sorry. I used up that sample. I loved it. I just want to go to my notes on that one because that's definitely going to get full size. I just haven't for whatever reason, but so my notes originally about it is that I love it more than the regular Viva La Juicy, and I'll let you know how I feel about the original very soon. It literally smells like the color pink. It smells like Barbie's signature scent. I think when I originally smelled this, I was gonna see the Barbie movie, and I'm like, that Barbie, like stereotypical Barbie from the movie, she 100% would wear this. And I totally want a 1.7 ounce of it. Is there peony in this? Hold on. Okay, it smelled like there was peony in it. It's great. It literally smells like the color pink. I don't need, and I think it should show to you that there are two Viva Juicy samples that I had that I no longer have because I used it up, even though I'm trying not to use up those samples because I wanted to do this video. And that is the original Viva Juicy and Pink Couture. So that just tells you right there. I don't have it with me anymore and I need to full size it. I absolutely love it. It is such a dream. It smells like it reminds me of like the California Girls video with Katy Perry. Like, it's amazing. So if you're into that, check out Pink Couture. Okay, we're back on the regular scheduled situation. We're looking at Viva La Juicy Soiree. Ooh, ooh, yeah. So this is fruity. This smells the fruitiest out of all the Viva La Juicy scents. 100% the Viva La Juicy DNA is 1000% there. It smells a little bit like an alcoholic drink, or there's an alcoholic drink note there. Perhaps that's the kiwi. It smells a bit like Bath and Body Works champagne toast, but it smells a little bit more complex, and I like it a little bit more. I actually really like this. I actually want this in my collection. You see the problem? Like they're just so good. It's just these are mood boosting scents. Like I don't see how you can wear these and not be happy. Like I know some people don't like what they appear to feel like it smells vintage. So I guess if you're 1000% against vintage scents, you should stay away from this whole brand. But somehow this smells like good vintage. You know, there's good vintage and there's bad vintage. You know, and for me, this is all good vintage. Like this is like how I want to smell. Like this smells like something Paris Hilton would wear in the simple life. And I thought lots of people like that Y2K aesthetic. Because, like, that's what this whole brand is. It's like the Y2K aesthetic. And I just, you can't be sad wearing these scents. Like, it's just impossible. So, I really like this one. And I find this one to be the fruitiest of them all. And 100% with full size. Are you kidding me? Stop. Like, just, no. I just keep dropping it. But I'm in a place where I can't move my body and record. So, let's go back to We Play and let's look at Sparkling Rebel. Ooh, okay. I feel exactly about this the way that I felt about it initially. Let me just. Okay, Sparkling Rebel. In my notes, I said that it was aquatic and I would like to spritz it on a really hot day. And I could totally see myself getting a travel size or the half-ounce bottle will do. My problem with this is I like it. It's aquatic. It's not unisex like the Splash one. It definitely smells more feminine and a little bit sweeter. However, there's another scent, and I couldn't find a sample for it. It's called Bye Bye Blues. It's the one that comes with Rara Rouge and the other one. And for some reason, I feel like that one would be even sweeter than this one. But I definitely would play it safe and get a travel size just in case it's not what I want it to be. So, like, I like it, but I don't love it. But I'm closer to loving it than not liking it, if that makes sense. So, if that's the case, that means that someone else would very much like this. So, I definitely would say check this one out. Oh, my throat is getting so dry. What was I thinking? Oh, very. All right, we're almost in the home stretch. Oh, Oh yeah, yeah. We're looking at sucre. Sheesh, delicious. So here's the thing: when I originally got this, sucre was not, you couldn't buy it anymore. Like it was just out of it wasn't being produced anymore. Then all of a sudden, it just came back out of nowhere, and you could buy it. And so I bought it, and yeah, it's what I thought it was. It's I would definitely say it's one of the more gourmand, like not just fruity floral, not just super sweet, but like gourmand, like where that almond cream and that whipped cream just like really come out. You can kind of get some of that cacao at the bottom. Yeah, it smells like Pink Sugar by Aquilina and Sweet Tooth by Sabrina Carpenter had a baby. That's what it sounds like. And the bottle's really pretty too. I don't have the full size because I don't like the sprayers on the full size. So I think I bought two travel sizes and that's enough for me. Easier to store too. Gorgeous, delicious, super gourmand. Like ice cream. It smells like something that would go on top of an ice cream cake. Not the ice cream cake itself, but what goes on top of it. Yeah, no notes. 12 out of 12. Even though I've been rating things out of 10, but you get it. You get it. You get it. Okay, Sweet Diva. Um, I don't think I wanted to full size this one, but I also didn't think it was bad. Okay, this one smells like a watered down version of the original Viva Juicy to me. It's sweeter than the other flankers of well, not flankers, but it's sweeter than the other two in the line of We Play. Hold on, yeah, it's sweeter than the other two. I get a little bit of that coconut, which is nice. But yeah, unless it came in the set and I could just get the set for a really good price, I don't think that I would need it. But don't get me wrong, it is sweet, it is nice, it is light, and if you're looking for something like that, have at it. But I have a bunch of other stuff that can kind of fit that profile. It's just okay, you know? Okay, so now I'm done with my samples, and let me talk to you about my good friend, Viva La Juicy. The OG OG. Yeah, so I don't even have that with me right now because I used up the sample. But I think I bought a 1 ounce or something for like $20, maybe $25 at Burlington, because it's great. It's perfect. Let me get my original notes on it so I can kind of give you the evolution of it. Okay, the original Viva La Juicy lasts all day, 16 plus hours. I was able to smell it. Um, it's 100% worth it. I hope that it never gets canceled. And it doesn't even need any added sweetness. That's something that I said originally. Like, you don't even need to mix it or anything. Like, it's the perfect blend of sweet, floral, comforting, and girly. It's not too loud or too soft. It doesn't project crazy, but it's not a skin scent. It lasts all day. Um, it's just perfection. And it's girly in a way, at least to me, that I feel like it's not crazy inappropriate for like work or something. Like you're not going to smell like a cupcake, but you definitely do smell sweet and floral and fruity. So I kind of feel like it's an all around type scent. Like you can kind of wear it anywhere. It's a perfect scent. It's a 10 out of 10. Similar to like how Juliet Has a Gun, Not a Perfume to me is like a 10 out of 10 scent. Even though I like a lot of things from that line. It's just 10 out of 10. Like it does everything perfectly. It doesn't do too much. It's not too sweet. It's not too floral. You know what I mean? It's not too girly. It's girly, but it's not too girly. You know what I mean? Like, and then it lasts all day. And I don't understand how someone cannot like this scent. Like, I'm actually baffled. It's great. It's absolutely great. It's great. And mind you, I think it's great, and I still want to full size a bunch of the other ones here. So that is. Oh, I was gonna cap it off with that. I'm so sorry. I wish I would have capped it off on that, but I forgot that I have one more. But yes, the original Viva La Juicy is that girl. She's that woman. She's that lady. Like, I want to give my daughter my Barbies. in my original Viva La Juicy. Oh my god. Okay. So then there's one more, and I don't even have the notes for me, but by the time I put this up, um, I'll put it up for you. And this is one of the fancier ones, which is Juicy Couture Hollywood Royale, which I have in the 1.3 ounce. I got this at a great deal. I saw it at Burlington for like $12.99 or $14.99, so I just literally couldn't leave it. Like, are you crazy? It's a really pretty bottle, and it's just great. You know what I mean? Oh, presentation wise and how much I paid for it. Let's talk about the scent though. So this one was supposed to have like a marshmallow note in it. I do not have the notes with me in front of me. I'm so conflicted about this one because it has a very familiar vibe to me. Hold on, let me put it on my skin. Part of me wants to declutter it. Not because it's bad, but I'm just at a point where I only want to keep things that I feel are 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I feel like this is a 7.9. It's definitely good, don't get me wrong. I also think it would layer really well with more woody scents. I think it would layer perfectly if you have any woody scents. Oh my god, what if I put it with not a perfume or Glacier U? It might smell perfection. That may be in the works. And then now it dries down and it's nice. I will always be conflicted about this. Maybe I should just keep it because if I saw someone else with it and I didn't have it, I would be upset. It's nice. It is not a 10 out of 10. It is not a 9 out of 10. It is literally a 7.9 out of 10, which makes it so difficult because it's like, there are things I like about it. I think it's great for layering. I don't think it's special enough to wear on its own. But for layering, I think it would be amazing. I just haven't tested it. I may just end up keeping it because I don't want to regret. And there you have it. That is my 20-something reviews. Um, First impressions and then updated impressions of the house of Juicy Couture, including a bunch of the different lines within Juicy Couture, most famously Viva La Juicy, but also the We line, the Play line, and some other stuff, the I Am line. And so I hope this was informative for you. I hope you enjoyed it or found it uh, informative. Yeah, informative or entertaining or either or. If you did, once again, like, share your thoughts, and comment, wait, and share. I'm so tired. My throat is so dry. I definitely will have one more of these coming out. And I think I'm going to do it for a Dirty Soul soap because I have so many samples from them too. But yeah, so let me know if you like this format of video too. I'd love to hear that. And have you ever tried any of the Viva La Juicy scents? And if there are any that I didn't cover here, what are your thoughts about them? For example, Viva La Juicy, Bodacious, Petals Please, and then there's like Majestic Amber, I think, or an oud scent or something like that. I know there are a couple more. I also don't have, or I wasn't able to find samples of Bye Bye Blues or Rara Rouge. So if you have any thoughts and comments on those, feel free to share. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye, bunnies.